Friday, you guys. It is 9 o'clock. I just got out of the shower and one of my dogs is sneezing up a storm. Did you guys miss me last week? So I haven't posted a vlog in a week about. The last vlog you guys saw, I was heading off to San Diego to see my parents. And honestly, you guys, I thought that vlog was going to be a total disaster. Like no one was going to like it. You guys seem to enjoy it, so that made me feel great. So I feel like I have a billion pieces of information that I want to update you guys on, but then I also feel like it'll be like a data dump and a little overwhelming. So I don't even know where to start. This weekend I don't have any plans. I just have some work to do and stuff like that. Nothing special. I guess the like major portion of this vlog is just gonna be me not feeling very well. So I've mentioned to you guys before in other vlogs that, you know, I haven't been feeling well, you know, and I go to the doctor and, you know, they're like, oh, your results are fine, your blood work is good, or I'm also prone to a lot of bladder infections, and you know, my doctor kept saying things like, oh, you know, it's very common in some people, and just don't use tight pants, and you know, just all the stuff they tell you with like UTIs and bladder infections, like all the same stuff that's supposed to help you. And I always thought it was kind of bizarre that, you know, I suffer from so many UTIs turned bladder infections turned kidney infections. Data dump, because I'm relatively healthy. I take care of myself, I eat right, I exercise, you know, and so just it didn't make sense. And I'm like, okay, well, maybe just some people are I don't know, they're just more prone to certain types of infections. And the problem is that I would never feel sick, and then it was all of a sudden like, oh wow, all of a sudden I feel like crap, and then, you know, I get treated for whatever, but I feel like it never actually goes away. So you know, I've been dealing with stuff like that. I got some pretty not nice news last night. So I'm kind of trying to stay busy so that I don't worry about something that I don't need to worry about yet, because I feel like most of the time we live in these like prisons of our minds where like we may not have the answers to something, but we basically like do this whole scenario of like worst case possible. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like when you have a headache and you go like on WebMD and you look it up and it's like, oh my God, I have brain cancer. You know, so I'm trying to just stay busy and focused and not really think too much about anything until, you know, I go through the process and find out really what's happening and what's going on. And the other thing is that it's October, and if you guys have been following me for the last 4 years, you know that October is usually the worst month ever. And I've tried, I know a lot of you guys are like, Dani, just don't talk about October, don't think about October, because what you're doing is you're bringing that negative energy. This year, I didn't even realize it had turned into October. And I was like, man, we're like almost halfway through October and I've had the worst month ever, you know? I told you guys in an Ulta haul that I got stood up on a date. Now, I was pretty disappointed because this guy, it was like our 5th, 6th, 7th date or something, and it wasn't like a date where we were just gonna go to a movie or have dinner. Like I was actually gonna meet his folks that were in town visiting. It just worked out that way. It wasn't like they came here to visit me because we're getting married. No, it was just like, oh, coincidentally they're gonna be here and it would be a cool time for you to meet them. So I don't know, maybe he got cold feet, maybe whatever. But a lot of you guys commented in that video, were like, oh, you should stop dissing him if you don't know what actually happened. I'm like, listen, don't speak out of turn. And I wasn't dissing him, first of all. Second of all, I knew what was going on, and I knew it was not it wasn't a good reason. Anyway, so I don't know what we're doing this weekend, but a lot of you guys have been asking, so this weekend's video is sponsored by Hellofresh. So this week I decided to get the meal for 2 as opposed to the family one. So a lot of you guys keep asking me like, well, what's the difference? Like, is it a lot smaller? Is it a lot bigger? Like, let me know what's up. So this is how the smaller one looks. It's kind of cool, right? I kind of like it more than the boxes. How do you know Dani doesn't feel well? Oh, look at that. Her nails look ratchet. So I'm actually kind of starving, but it is breakfast time. I really wanted to make this. Like, I'm dying to taste this. I think anything with Orzo makes my heart flutter. So we got winter chicken Orzo dinner. We got the cherry drizzled pork chops, which is one of my favorites. You guys are judging me, aren't you? But the couscous salad is literally one of the best things I've ever had in my life. So I wanted to do that again. And then the Southwestern stuffed peppers. This has quinoa and ground beef. It looks pretty good. I love bell peppers. I'm not a fan of stuffed peppers. I don't know, I just feel like it's not the prettiest food, but excited to do that. So I'm thinking, I don't know, I kind of want to make all of them. And I'm like, well, it's only 2 portions, so it's actually not that much food. But you know what they say, it's like once you take out the pots and pans, it doesn't matter, you cook for 1 or you could cook for 7, it's the same mess. So I don't know, I kind of want to do this one just because I know I love it. But then again, this quinoa looks delicious, and then the Orzo, I don't know, you guys. Anyway, so this is what we have going on for sure this weekend. The other thing that I want to do is an unboxing, but I feel like there's way too much to unbox, so I might do that in a separate video altogether. Honestly, guys, I don't feel well at all. Like, I'm so good at playing like the mayor of Tough Guy City, but I don't feel well. Like, if you were to personify me, like if the way that I felt physically looked on my face, like I would look like this. So you know, I'm taking different medications that like make me talk kind of funny, they make me feel nauseous, they make me really thirsty. Like, it's just, you know how medication is, like they give you one prescription for something and then that one makes you sick in another way, so you have to take a different medication, but then that one needs to be taken with another, otherwise you'll get a different, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh man, can a girl catch a break? So yeah, that's all. That's what we got going on. Breakfast right now, and then I don't know what I'll do later, but I really need to do something about this situation going on here, like this delicious air dry goodness. You guys, I just had the best idea ever. I'm going to make a Hellofresh for breakfast. Okay, listen, I'm hungry. The recipe sounds delicious. And it kind of sounds delicious. I mean, can I use the same reason twice? So I want to do this. I want to do this. Mern, should we do it? Let's do it. Come on, Mern. None of you guys have said hi today, huh? Yeah, I want to do this. So it's funny because I like jumped on camera like as if almost like I was gonna convey the idea and gauge a response. But I already thought about it. I mean, we already have the water boiling, we have the skillet over there, the oven is preheating. I mean, it's full on, like it's in full on planning mode right now. It's happening, you guys. So we have the water boiling, and whenever you boil pasta, you wanna make sure you add some salt. You wanna season the water. I love when that happens. It's literally like, I look forward to that moment. You season the water because pasta is very bland. There's no salt in there, and you're gonna drain the liquid. So not a lot of water, not a lot of salt is going to get into the product, just enough to season it so you don't have to worry about over salting. Also a tip, don't put oil in your pasta water. I know it's like a thing and people do it and they think it works. It's not going to prevent your pasta from sticking. The right temperature prevents your pasta from sticking. Stirring occasionally prevents your pasta from sticking. Starting your water from cold and bringing it up to a boil stops it from sticking. Oil, if you guys put oil in this pot, where is it going to end up? On the surface of the water, right? And then when you go drain your pasta, where is it going to end up? In the bottom of your sink. It literally does nothing for your pasta. However, if there happens to be a drop or two of oil that sticks to your pasta, that's only gonna prevent the sauce from actually making your pasta taste good, because the sauce is gonna slide right off your pasta, your noodle, whatever. See where I'm going with this? Don't waste any more oil, guys. All right, so let's get out our product. We're gonna do the chicken Orzo. Winner chicken Orzo dinner, which means we need the chicken, which is this one here. I'm kind of excited. Let's do this, you guys. All right, so you ready for this? You ready for all this action? Yeah, you're such a good girl, Mern. Oh, you want to get in on this action? All right, let's do it. Look how cute. It's a little lunch sack. So we got a zucchini. It's not for you, Mamern. Did you see her like sneak that lick? You're lucky I still need to wash it. We got some Italian parsley. Ernie, no! What is wrong with you? Excuse me. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ernie, down. Sit. Stay there. Bad girl. Luckily, I'm eating by myself, you guys. Got some Parmesan. All right, so after so many crazy interruptions, we got panko breadcrumbs, Parmesan cheese, Italian seasoning, some Italian parsley, the zucchini that Ernesta bit. Oh my God. A tomato, lemon. Oh, look how cute this is, a little baby mozzarella ball. Yum. And then some Orzo. The recipe says we're only gonna use half of the Orzo, which is cool, which means we're gonna have leftover and then we can do whatever we want with it. I probably should have like done something about this before doing this, but it's like, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, you guys. So let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna do food prep, cook. You're gonna listen to that super comfortable, jazzy, cool music, and then we're gonna eat chicken winner, Orzo dinner. What's it called? Winner. And then we're gonna eat winner, chicken Orzo dinner or breakfast. Winner, winner, chicken Orzo dinner. Oh my God, you guys are looking at my Paw Patrol placement, aren't you? You like it? I have to admit, the whole like vegetable roast was making me a little skeptical because of the whole cheese mix and stuff like that, but it actually turned out quite tasty because you're using like the breadcrumbs and the Parmesan, which are drier, and then the zucchini, you guys know, tends to be kind of wet along with the tomatoes. I don't know, you guys, it's amazing. I know it looks beautifully plated, but I will not confirm or deny that the other half of this portion is currently in my tummy. You guys know the drill with HelloFresh. I subscribe to HelloFresh because it really helps me get fresh ingredients delivered to my house. You know, it's less than $10 a meal. It keeps my family right on track with healthier foods, newer recipes. These recipes are written by people that know what they're talking about. It's keeping your health in mind. It's keeping your caloric intake in mind. It's using fresh ingredients delivered to your house. All of the packaging is recyclable, you know, so it's kind of fun. I actually like to do this a lot with my son when he comes home from school. It's something, you know, really interactive. And since it's only Friday morning and we have 2 other recipes, I think I might even include another one in this video, but we'll see how the weekend plays along. Anyway, if you guys were interested in checking out HelloFresh, I will leave a link, a discount code, all that information here on the screen and down in the description box below. So the discount's pretty cool. It's $30 off your first week of delivery. So if you guys were meaning to try that like whole farm to table feel, fresh ingredients, you know what one of my favorite parts is? They're not like shiesty on the portions. So like it comes with the nutrition facts and you're like, really? I can eat that big of a portion and it's still not bad for me? I think I'll do it. Anyway, all of the information will be listed in the description box below. It is not an affiliate link, so if that usually makes you uncomfortable, please don't. Anyway, so I'm gonna pretend that I'm not gonna eat this food right now, even though I already ate the other half. We don't need to talk about it. And then after that, I'm gonna go upstairs and start getting ready and see where the day takes us. I love you guys. Happy Saturday. It is 4 o'clock. What have I done with my life? I don't know. So I told you guys yesterday that I got some kind of like nervous news from my doctor. So you guys are looking at my gallery wall, aren't you? I see what you're doing. And so it's just been, I mean, aside from not feeling well, I'm taking a couple of medications that kind of like make me slur my words and they make me nauseous, and I don't know, they just like, you know, that that feeling, like they just make me feel yuck. So I just want to take advantage that my sons are with their dad right now and just really focus, relax, like actually force myself to relax, force myself to be present in what's going on, but also to be cognizant that, you know, I don't allow myself to get carried away with my thoughts, because I know a lot of times I put way too much hairspray on and so my hair looks like, does that ever happen to you guys? I just haven't brushed it out yet. So yeah, I've just been giving myself like, I would say a good 72 hours to just feel it, to be it, to sulk in it, to think about it, to just plan how I'm going to allow myself to feel this. So I always promote to you guys like how you have to honor your feelings, whether they're good or bad. Honor your feelings, live through them. And that's just how I am, you know. And being on social media, you guys see all the good stuff and you see the shiny stuff and you see the glitter and the glitz and the exciting good stuff, but that's not life. Life is sad and life is hard and life is stressful, and I am a huge what's the word? I am horrendously awful at work-life balance. Like, I just do like 1000% and everything all the time, nonstop, 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 and then I just die, you know? So I feel like I get these little reminders in life where it's like everything is really fragile, you know? Relationships and stuff and feelings and your health, everything is so fragile that you really just have to take those like moments. Sorry about the angle, but my arm is hurting. My whole body is sore. Now you just get to like indulge in this delicious long super snake arm. My arm hurts so bad. Anyway, so you just have to take those moments to appreciate the cotton candy sky and to appreciate your child's laughter and to appreciate the silly dog that, you know, gets walked across the street and like runs like a manic baby giraffe, you know? So, if you guys are new to my channel, you probably don't know, but every year I talk to you guys about October, and so October for me is a really scary month because it's historically been the month where probably the saddest things happen. You know, it's the month where my very first dog passed away. He actually died the same weekend as my wedding. It's also the month that I got divorced. It's also the month that I lost one of my best friends. I lost my grandfather. You know, it's just been a month that attracts tragedy for some reason, you know? And I get the comment a lot of, don't think about it, and you know, I believe in the power of attraction. So, you know, I believe in you throw positivity out in the world, positivity will come back to you. It's like a boomerang, you know, and I don't do that. You know, I don't think about, oh my God, it's October, what's gonna happen? I honestly didn't even realize it was already October this month, you know, and I've been struggling a lot at home with one of my sons. You know, I've been struggling a lot with health issues. And so that whole getting stood up, meeting someone that like can make you feel the best of the best, but can also make you feel the worst of the worst, you know, getting stood up and stuff like that. And so it's just been almost like a compilation of things. And so I really wanted to allow myself that space to just exist and to heal myself and to pray and to meditate and to just regroup. But being such an active person and being a healthy person and being someone that loves to exercise and just have something in my life aside from being a mom and doing YouTube, I need to just do something just for myself, you know? And so I've been like stewing at home for a few days and I just need to get out of the house. So I took a shower, curled my hair, made myself a delicious breakfast, and I just want to get out. So I do have dinner plans. I'm gonna go and just enjoy, you know, great conversation and just try to keep myself busy. And I feel like I'm really good at that. When I'm feeling kind of hard on myself or I'm having like a rough patch, I don't necessarily put a band-aid over it. Like, I don't cover it up and not think about it. But I do feel that when I'm sick and I'm home and I'm in frumpy sweats and, you know, I haven't showered and I'm just like, I don't feel good, I feel worse, you know? And one of the biggest reasons that I feel that I was able to make something out of YouTube was because it allowed me to channel all my negative energy and how insecure I was feeling and everything that was going on in my personal life. It just gave me an outlet to express myself, and it helped me find my pretty from the outside in. You know, it helped me rediscover my love for makeup, my love for taking care of myself, my love for having a purpose. And so whenever I have you know, whenever I get bad news or something like recently is going on, I give myself that time to feel yucky and to get negative feelings and to kind of go down the rabbit hole a little bit, like, oh my God, what if this happens? What if I have this? What if whatever? My kids are so little, you know? But then I remember that I think the only words of encouragement that work 100% of the time when I'm feeling like crap is, it could be better, but it could always be worse. Like literally could always be worse. There's so much more there's so much worse that could happen, you know? And I feel like I allow myself to feel like crap. And when I'm having a little bit of trouble getting back to myself, I'm like, yeah, Dani, it could certainly be worse. And you're pretty blessed. So I'm allowing myself to stay busy tonight. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna sit down and do some, I don't know, cute makeup, simple makeup. I kind of like the way my hair turned out. I need to brush it out still, but I feel like I kind of waved it really nice. I mean, I haven't waved it in a while, so I thought I was gonna be out of practice. I did this massive haul from Dermstore.com, which is one of my favorite websites to shop from, because they do offer Ebates, and they had a friends and family sale, so it's when I get like my super expensive skincare stuff. So I do want to do an unboxing. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to do it right now because my dinner plans are at 7. It's 4 o'clock right now. I might be able to do, or maybe like half of it. So I did want to do an unboxing, but other than that, I don't know what videos I'm gonna put up next week. Like I said, I haven't been feeling well. I'm really not in the mood to just fake the funk. You know what I mean? Like, I am cheery and happy and I always have a positive disposition, but I don't know if I can deliver that right now, so I'll think about it. Filming for you guys is one of my favorite things to do, so I feel like maybe doing it will just put me in a better mood. So I don't know, we'll see. I have some stuff that I want to test out. Like I have all the new Too Faced peach, all the new peachy stuff. I have obviously the Collab makeup products that I want to keep sharing with you guys. I have the new Urban Decay palette. I think it's called Heavy Metal. Oh my god, I'm dying to try that. Anyway, so I'm just gonna sit down, do my makeup, and see what we can come up with. Hey you guys, it's 6:30. What difference a little makeup makes. You guys, I have been feeling like death for almost 2 weeks now since I got back from San Diego. But just putting on a little bit of makeup just always makes me feel better. I'm telling you guys, pretty from the outside in is a thing. It's like such a thing. And I know it sounds super shallow, but it works. It's 6:30. I have to be at the restaurant at 7. I'm just wearing that dress that I like love to wear. It's so comfortable. I always feel like dressed up in it, but I actually wear it because it feels like I'm wearing sweats. It's really comfortable. So this is my makeup for the night. I'm wearing the Too Faced Sweet Peach blush. I'm wearing the lipstick that I wanted to wear is downstairs in my purse and I didn't want to go back up and down twice. This is Ex-Girlfriend from Urban Decay. I think it was limited edition. And then on my eyes, I have the Collab Palette Pro in Get Ready With Me. Is it Get Ready With Me? I confuse them. Yeah, Get Ready With Me. One of my favorites. Actually, it is my favorite. Between the purple one, the blue one, and this one definitely has to be my favorite. Just a really simple brown smoky eye. It wasn't supposed to be a brown smoky eye. It just ended up being one. But before I leave, I do want to share with you guys my Dermstore haul. I don't know, I'm just like super excited to show you guys what I got. I mean, it's very rare that you get 20% off an entire website. And so I got a lot of products that I've been wanting to try. Some that have good reviews, and then others that I just kind of wanted, that I don't need, that I wanted, but I couldn't justify buying them unless I had a discount. So, where should I put you guys? Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna put you here, like if I was filming an actual coffee break with Dani. And then, oh, holy double chin, Batman. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna put you guys here. I'll obviously have to raise you a little bit so you don't get that cochino view, but yeah, let me show you guys what I got in my Dermstore before I leave. This is as good as it's gonna get. So yeah, on my eyes, I'm wearing the Pro palette and Get Ready With Me. And I have this vanilla cream on the brow bone. Then I have, where is it? This beautiful peanut butter shade as my transition color. This dark, it's like a deepened bronzy taupe all over the lid. Coppery bronzy, no, burnt bronze. on the lid, and then this dark espresso just on the outer edge, and then the same exact colors on the lower lash line. Isn't it amazing? I really like this lipstick. I wish that Urban Decay made it permanent. It was part of the Gwen Stefani line or collection. You guys, you can tell when my lips are chapped. Do you see what I did to the bullet? Isn't that crazy? It's one of the best colors ever. I love it because it feels like a lip balm, but it adds that like perfect amount of sheen and like color to your lips. Okay, so Dermstore, you've heard me talk about them before. I've hauled before. Whenever I run out of Boom Boom cream from Sol de Janeiro, I go to Dermstore because I get Ebates, and then I can also wait for like their friends and family sale. They're not one of those websites that have like, that are really shisty with their sales. You know what I'm saying? Like some websites are like, oh, well, we're only gonna have a sale once a year and it's gonna be 10% off. Listen, I buy a lot more and I deserve to get more than 10% off. You know what I'm saying? So Dermstore, I love them because they're friendly like that. Not to mention they have my favorite brands when it comes to skincare, including like my face. So speaking of my face, I actually already jumped into one of the boxes because I was desperately out of my facial serum. You guys know that if you've seen my updated skincare videos, the serums from Drunk Elephant are life-changing. So the C Firma and the Shaba Complex, these are the two that I use. This is all over my face, and then this one is just for the eyes. They are amazing products, but they're like $80 a pop. So it's not like, oh, you know, I'm just gonna be all dropping beans left and right, just buying all these fancy. No, you gotta wait for the sale and you gotta use Ebates. So really great products. They are cruelty-free as well. And I go through one of each every 3 months. So I need to buy it 4 times a year. It gets pretty pricey. So it was like friends and family, yes ma'am. So I actually like ran out. The day it ran out, the box arrived, and I tried to like wait and wait and wait so that I could unbox for you guys, but I was like, it ain't happening, sister. Then this is a product that I've wanted since probably spring or summer when it launched, but I couldn't justify like spending $50 on it unless it was on sale. Okay, you guys, like, right? Aren't they adorable? They're the Beauty Blender Summer Fling collection. I know, it's ridiculous. But you guys, aren't they beautiful? They're so beautiful, aren't they? Okay, and they were on sale. Or rather, with my promo code. And then I got a backup of my Holy Grail eye cream. This is the Derma Doctor Wrinkle Revenge. A lot of you guys got it in your Ulta goodie bag that I guess what's the word? That I designed, or that I curated. Curated is the word. So I curated a goodie bag for Ulta, and a lot of you guys are sending me tweets, messages, direct messages, and you're like, oh my God, Dani, why didn't I know about this eye moisturizer? You guys, I'm telling you, when I walked into Sephora like 4 years ago, the associate sold me on that eye cream, and I just never looked back. It's amazing. Then I decided to try the Drunk Elephant Daily Defense sunscreen. I hear a lot of good things about this one, but I also hear a lot of bad things about it. So it has really mixed reviews. Either you love it or you hate it. And you know me with sunscreens, I hate like 99% of the ones that I try. So hopefully it's a good one. Then, I mean, I was already getting every other Drunk Elephant product, so I might as well try the lips, like the lip chapstick, chapstick, lip balm, whatever, you guys. I didn't think though that it was gonna be this little. I don't know if I love it or I hate it because it is miniature. Like, is this a sample, or is this actually how big it is? Like, how much product is in here? This is it. That's all you get. I hope it rolls back in. Oh, okay, good. That's all you get, you guys. And it's not cheap. So there you go. I decided to try the chapstick for you guys. And the last item in this box, just gonna like bring it up and then just bring it down and just pretend you guys didn't see it, because it's another Brazilian Bum Bum cream. because I need another one. You guys, it was 20% off. The last time I got them, I think they were 15% off, and this time I'm like 20. I mean, you see where I'm going with this? You totally see where I'm going with this. Okay, whatever. The other products are in a different box because these are aerosol products, and apparently aerosol products can't be shipped by air because it's super dangerous. So I don't know what that says about me when I travel and I pack like my texturizing spray or my dry shampoo, because thug life, you guys. So these were actually sent by ground. Oh snap. You guys see something? Let me show you. So if you guys missed out on the friends and family sale, I don't know if you'll still be able to use this one. Do you see that? I'm just gonna leave it here for a second. Maybe you need to take a screenshot. I don't know, whatever. What a giant box for 3 products, you guys. Okay, so I've been on a dry shampoo kick, and this kick requires me testing out lots of products. I wanted to try 3 different dry shampoos for you guys, considering the 2 others that I just bought from Ulta and then these 3. I'm gonna be testing out a lot of dry shampoos for you guys in the upcoming weeks. The first one is the Fresh scent from Batiste. I already know how Batiste performs, but the Fresh scent had the best reviews out of all of them, so I was like, all right, I guess I'll give it a try. I wonder if I could smell it now. Oh yeah, that actually does smell really good. That might smell better than Sweetie. Sorry, Sweetie. Then I got this one, and the reason that I got this one from Chlorine, you guys know that my Holy Grail dry shampoo is from Chlorine. Now, it's confusing because you're like, Dani, you're always talking about like 40 different dry shampoos. What are you talking about? My Holy Grail dry shampoo is from Chlorine, the one with the white cover. And it's a great dry shampoo because it actually cleans my hair. It absorbs the oil, it makes it feel clean, but it doesn't smell like anything. So it does its job, but I need the scent. So when I was going to add my Chlorine that I usually get into the cart, I noticed that they had this cool little diagram that I'll show you guys here. And it actually tells you, depending on what you're looking for or the type of hair that you have, which Chlorine product you would benefit from. So apparently I've been buying the wrong one. It says that if you have really, really dry, really oily scalp and hair, this is the one that you should try because it has nettle. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing like an herb or some sort of grass or something. So it said if you have extremely oily hair, this is the one you should get. So I was like, Dermstore and your diagram, thank you, ma'am. So excited to try that. And then I wanted to get a fancy schmancy dry shampoo. So I went over to dry shampoos. I narrowed it down to dry shampoos, and then I organized them by highest reviewed or most reviewed. And this one from Renee Future Paris had the best reviews ever. Like apparently it's amazing, wonderful, super great, whatever. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll try this one. I love online reviews. I don't have time to do reviews. Oh, I don't like how that smells. It smells like dragon fruit. I mean, I like the smell, I just don't like that in my hair. Anyway, so it had great reviews, so I'm excited to try it. I mean, if it works, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of one of those things like the Chlorine. I love Chlorine products, Holy Grail status, but it doesn't smell. So it's gonna be one of those things where like, it depends where you're going or what you're doing. Do you wanna smell good or do you wanna actually have fresh, super silky hair? Anyway, I will list and link all of these products in the description box below. It totally sounds like it's sponsored. It's not, I'm just a fan. You could go back into my channel and see previous other Dermstore hauls. I actually don't even know how I found that website, but I'm really glad I did because they're not shysty on their sales. But remember, if you're gonna go make a purchase from their website, use Ebates and save even more money. If you don't know what I'm talking about with Ebates, I don't have time to explain it to you guys. I'm already late. What time is it? Actually, I have a few minutes. All right, so Ebates, I was like looking at my clock, like what time is it? Oh, okay, I have like 10 minutes. Ebates is an online rebate program, and this isn't sponsored either. So if you're a big online shopper, Ebates is a website that allows you to earn money back or percentages back on all your purchases. So like if you're gonna go to Macy's and buy like the new MAC collection, you can earn cash back. If you're gonna go buy back to school clothes, you get cash back. Every time I buy from like Kohls, Target, what have I been hauling from a lot lately? What was that? So Forever 21. Forever 21 offers cash back. Every single time you're gonna make an online purchase, you either go directly to the Ebates website and then click over to your retailer. So you'll like put Forever 21 and then click over, and it creates like a ticket almost, like where it tracks your purchase. Or if you have Safari, I believe, or Google Chrome, you can install this little button. And anytime you go to a website that offers cash back, it will automatically drop like this announcement at the top that says 2% cash back. Click on it and it activates that ticket, and then you'll get an email a few days later that say, hey, you earned $3, you earned $4, and you get a check every quarter. Either a check in the mail, a direct deposit, or like PayPal. You could even get gift cards if you wanted to. So it's really cool. For me, I'm not a big in-person shopper. I don't have the patience, and I'm usually doing 400 other things. So I shop online a lot, but I do like the instant gratification. So a lot of retailers offer buying online and picking up in store, and you can still get Ebates. So I know it sounds kind of like skeezy and scammy and like, huh, what's the catch? There really is no catch. You just have to remember to do it. I feel like the only reason that it's such a, I feel like the only thing that Ebates gets out of it is that they kind of collect your data. So like if you shop specifically at like women's retailers or whatever, it kind of provides feedback to like marketing statistics or analytics. So retailers kind of know how to tailor products for you guys. So anyway, that's it. So I got all of this stuff for 20% off, and I think Ebates at that time was 4 or 6% cash back. So I'm not gonna tell you how much I spent, but Ebates really likes me. Anyway, so I'm heading off to dinner. I'm gonna go to this place called North Italia. I actually went to their soft opening a few months ago. It's so good. And they have an open kitchen, so you get to see them make the pasta, make the bread, make like the charcuterie platters. It's really cool. So I'm looking forward to getting out of the house and just keeping my mind busy for a little bit. But I do want to say that just in these like 15 minutes sharing my haul with you guys, I already feel myself like, I just feel so much better, like 300% better than I have felt. So I know you guys don't realize it maybe, but you keep me company and you make me happy and you inspire me. And I just want to thank you guys for giving me purpose, because I think without you, these weekends would be so sad and dreary for me. So thank you guys, and I hope you're having a wonderful evening, and I can't wait to see you guys later. Bye. Hey guys, it is 10 o'clock. I got home at 9 o'clock, but I was hanging out with my dogs, doing some cool stuff. And I noticed that I did the Dermstore haul right before I left, and I was like, I'm gonna get home early enough. Why don't I just do my Panda Mail unboxing for you guys? So that's what we're gonna do here. You guys know my friend James Michael Sama from Instagram. You guys know I'm obsessed with him. I'm always reposting his stuff. He just wrote his own book. Any book about love in the male perspective is like awesome. It's my preference. I've read a lot of books about relationships and love in the digital age, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like the male perspective is a lot easier for me to understand when it comes down to these books. So yeah, James just wrote a book. It's called Unlocking Love, 10 Keys to Finding the Love of Your Life, even if it's you. How cool is that? Plus, check him out, ladies. Cutie pie, right? Anyway, so I'm excited to read it, simply because the stuff that he posts on his social media is very enlightening. It's very wise, and it's old school romance. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's old fashioned, which is what I like. I feel like he takes a really great approach to old school manners and chivalry and being a gentleman, but he kind of like brings it up, or like modernizes it to this day and age, which is kind of cool. So I'm excited about reading this book. Plus, it looks like it's a super easy read. You see the print? So super cool. Thanks, James, for sending that to me. Then we're gonna get into, I don't know, maybe this one? This one is from Pennsylvania. Let's see what's inside. I feel really, really awful right now, so I might kind of rush through it, or I might even take a break and just finish doing it tomorrow, because I feel kind of like, oh man, I should just go to bed. Oh, look at this! A little box and a bag. What's happening here? Oh, how cute! Look at this. How cute is that? I know a 5-year-old that's gonna steal that from me. What does this say? Let's see. I love the card part, always, always, always. Hey Dani, please enjoy these little gifts from BROOK. Okay, she also wrote a letter, which we're not gonna read here, obviously. I just said I wasn't gonna read it and then I'm starting to read it. My bad. You guys, I don't feel good. I think I'm gonna just do this tomorrow. Yeah, I feel kind of yucky. Okay, Brooke, let's finish opening your present, which is so sweet. Let's see what it says. So it's a little bag. It has a peel-off mask. I love peel-off masks, you guys. They're so satisfying, aren't they? And then we have 2 hand creams. I hear this one from Soap and Glory is like the best hand cream ever. One of my friends, Stacy, always buys this when Ulta has the sale. And then there's the pink hand cream. Pink from Victoria's Secret. I didn't even know they had hand creams. How cool is that? And then there's a little note inside. The coconut hand cream smells so amazing. Also, this is one of my favorite face masks. I hope you enjoy. Oh, Brooke, you're so sweet. I love the panda. He's the cutest. I'm gonna go put that in my car. But then there's also this little box. What's in the little box? Ooh, what's in the little box? No, seriously, it's in the box. Oh, that's sweet. Do you make jewelry? I guess I should have read the note. That's adorable. Oh, and there's a cross on it. Oh, thank you. I love handmade gifts. They're my favorite. That's adorable. Thank you so much, Brooke. I'm gonna put this on right now. Actually, I should probably put it on after I wash my makeup off. But for now, it's gonna get on this little baby wrist. Look how beautiful that is. Thanks, Brooke. I love it. Yeah, you guys, I take some of the medication that I'm taking makes me feel like worse than better, which is kind of awful. Okay, but I'll leave these here so we can open them tomorrow. I have some letters from Colorado, Indiana, Arizona, Washington. There's this big box from Washington and another big box over here from Illinois. Illinois loves me, you guys. And then there's these 2 from Amazon, which it's probably from one of you guys, but directly from Amazon, which is exciting. So I'm excited to open those for you guys tomorrow. Maybe I'll feel better, but for now, I think I'm just gonna wash my face and then lay down, go to bed. I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. But for now, I'm gonna head to bed. I love you so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hey, you guys, happy Sunday. It is 4 o'clock. I've literally been here all day. I woke up at 7 to let my dogs out, and then I went back to sleep until 10:30. Weird. And I've literally been in bed all day, like all day. I got up to eat breakfast once, and then that was it. And right now I'm starving. And so I kind of want to do the Hellofresh that I have left over, because it's the smaller version. A lot of you guys are asking me like, oh, Dani, do you get the family size or like the smaller version? The smaller version is really like generous. You know, it's good for 2 people, or if you eat like me, it's good for like if I had to go to work, or rather, I mean, I work from home, but if I had to go to work, it would be enough where I would make it and then I could have some for dinner and then pack the rest for like to take for lunch the next day. And I usually end up eating the leftovers like on Friday when I made it for breakfast, I actually had the leftovers again for like an early dinner. So I ate the same thing all day. It was like a great amount. Anyway, so I have 2 recipes left. I have the stuffed bell peppers and I have the cherry glazed pork chops, which you guys know I'm already a fan of. But what I think I want to do, and this is horrible because I'm like going to eat way too many grains, but I kind of want to do the stuffed peppers, but I want to kind of convert the recipe so I don't have to actually stuff the peppers and put them in the oven. I just don't want to deal with the oven right now. And then I also want to do the couscous, because when I did the cherry glazed pork chops last time, the couscous was my favorite part. Like, it was amazing. So I want to do that. So I'll do like half of that one recipe and then kind of tweak the bell pepper recipe. But anyway, yeah, I've just been sitting here, laying here, sleeping here all day, texting with my girlfriends, just kind of hanging out and watching court TV. I don't know if you guys know this about me, but there's a couple types of TV shows that I just live for. Anything that's like crime, like Dateline, Forensic Files, Snapped. Oh my god, I love those shows. I remember my ex-husband used to be like, "Are you gonna me?" And I was like, no, it's just fascinating to me how someone can be pushed like that far to the edge where they just lose their mind and like take a life. Isn't that crazy? And usually it's for something stupid like 100 grand, you know, like, oh, it's life insurance. How much was the life insurance? 100 grand. Really? That's dumb. Or like a crime of passion, like, oh, I was so in love with him, and if no one can have him, like if I can't have him, no one can. I'm like, girl, take him out with the trash, you know? So I'm watching my second favorite type of TV, which is court TV. I can't tell you how many people have criticized me about my taste in TV. They're like, you know, it's fake, it's not real, it's so dramatic. I'm like, yeah, it's entertaining. It's like reality show. I guess the only productive thing that I've done today is take a shower, which is, well, my hair is looking kind of crazy. So let's go downstairs and cook a little bit together. I think I'll just talk through it so I don't have to fast forward. So we'll just talk through the whole thing and get our grub on. Ground beef, I'm not really in the mood, but bell peppers sound delicious. What if I just do like a meatless? No, that would be weird. I can't just eat that many grains. You ready to help me, Mern? You ready to help me with that turkey leg? Let's do this. Put on your apron. Go put on your apron. Go put on your apron. Silly girl. Okay, so we're gonna need both of these. And then we are going to need this one, I believe. Yeah, the ground beef. So mise en place are getting everything ready to go. We'll turn on the tea kettle. We'll turn on this little pot. I think this is for the quinoa. There we go. We'll turn on the big skillet, but we'll turn that on low so it doesn't start to smoke out on us. And turn on the light. This is actually a skillet that I used to fry eggs the other day, so I'm gonna use that oil in here to cook the ground beef, onions, and bell peppers. So what we have going on today is we're gonna do sort of a take on these stuffed bell peppers, except I'm not gonna stuff them and I'm not using the cheese. So we'll do every part of the recipe except stuffing them. We're not gonna use the oven. So instead of cutting the bell peppers in half and then stuffing the peppers with this situation, I'm going to slice the peppers and saute them with the onions. And I think shallots is what we use in here. I'm not quite sure. Scallions. So the onions and scallions, we saute them with the ground beef. So I'll actually saute the peppers in there together. So it'll be almost like a, I hate to say stir fry because it's not really a stir fry with ground beef, but we'll do that. And then you guys have already seen me do this one, which is the cherry drizzled pork chops, but we're not doing the pork chops and we're not doing cherry anything. We're basically just gonna do the couscous salad, which is so good. And I think the reason I want to do it is because if my eyes are bigger than my stomach, then I'll have this salad left over for tomorrow, which I can eat for lunch, and it's just super delicious. You see that kettle action? Holy moly, look, it's going bananas. I'm over here trying to set up my tripod, so excuse me if you get motion sickness, but we're trying the best we can here, guys. Totally giving you guys the aerial view. So I'm such a geek and I love to like organize things a certain way. We are going to only use one of the bell peppers because they are massive. they did not they weren't shy on the portion for this recipe, let me tell you. So we got the crushed tomatoes, we got 2 bell peppers, we have some scallions, a spice blend, some cheese, which we're not going to use. Here's the white quinoa, the reduced sodium chicken concentrate or chicken stock, which you could obviously leave out if you do not want to use it. And then on this side, we're going to do the couscous, more scallions, parsley, cherry tomatoes. I legit ate like 2 pints of cherry tomatoes today. Okay, some of this stuff we're not going to use because we're not doing the pork chops. I feel a little douchey because sometimes, especially like in cooking videos like these, I wish I had 2 cameras. Like, I feel almost like I need to invest in an additional camera, like this one that you guys are looking through or whatever. I feel like I need an additional one so I could set up like a dual view, you know, because I have stuff happening on the stove right now, and then I have to remove my camera, put it back up, remove my camera, put it back up. So in the little pot that we have behind me, we have to do the quinoa, and for that, in the pot we need to do 1 cup of water, the stock concentrate, a pinch of salt, bring to a boil, and then add the quinoa, cover, and cook for 20 minutes. So that's what I need to do right now. So the quinoa is here, the stock is here, and then we need a pinch of salt and then a lid. Okay, so we'll add the chicken concentrate. Chicken stock concentrate. You could use vegetable broth too. And when I was thinking, I'm like, I wonder if it's just easier for them to send you the concentrate as opposed to like a chicken stock or a chicken broth. But I actually have chicken broth. I should have just used that. It's in the fridge. And then just make it like extra flavorful. So we're doing that. And then we have to do a pinch of salt. I'm just gonna do coarse sea salt, because it's not as salty. Excuse me, little sous chef. Ernesta's literally right next to me. Give this a stir to dissolve it. Now this is already boiling, so keep that in mind. And then we'll add the quinoa. So here is the white quinoa, if you guys have never seen that before. We'll add that here. And it said we needed to bring the water to a boil. Like I told you, it was already boiling. So we'll give it a nice stir. Okay, so we're gonna play by the concept of knead it twice, chop it once, which means we're just gonna chop everything right now. And when it comes down to the quinoa and ground beef recipe, we're going to need the onions, we're gonna need the bell pepper, and we're gonna need the scallions. Now, I feel like it's almost like too much happening. You know what I mean? Like there's too many ingredients happening for this recipe. I opted to go with the yellow bell pepper simply because it's a different color and we're using crushed tomatoes. There's already gonna be that red component, so eat the rainbow, right? Really? Seriously right now? Do you guys see that right now? Do you see the little gremlin? She's usually pretty good about not sticking her nose in, like not crossing, but lately she has been on one. I think it's because I haven't been feeling well, so I haven't been like taking her out to play and stuff like that as much as I would like. And then her trainer's been pretty busy and she's had an ear infection and it's just been kind of nutty over here. So there are bell peppers, and then we're gonna need the onion, although this seems like a lot of onion. I think I'm just gonna use half. I really love that too about these like recipes, because you're like, well, you know, my family doesn't like onions that much, so I'm not gonna use so much of it. It's totally up to your discretion because they include the spice packets, so your food is already gonna be super flavorful regardless of if you use all the ingredients or not, as long as you use like the flavor that's included. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna do just half of an onion and we're gonna dice it. Here's our half onion. And we don't have to worry about keeping that as separate from the bell pepper because we're gonna saute them at the very same time. so it's no big deal. And then for both of the recipes, we're going to need scallions. If you're not familiar, scallions look like this. They're green onions, just a way of saying green onion. Green onions are gonna be used in both of these recipes, so we're gonna cut them all at the same time. And we are using them in different stages of the cooking process. So for example, this is kind of yuck. I always peel like the first layer off because it's usually kind of soggy or a little beat up. Sometimes if they get stored wet, they can get soggy, kind of like, I don't know, they feel kind of slimy. And they're not bad, you can still eat them, but they're a little slimy and some people are like, ew, you know? Like, do you guys remember when I made that salsa with like almost rotten food and people were freaking out? Whatever. Okay, so for the couscous, we're actually gonna need some of these, some of the white portion of this. So let's slice it. And then we'll save this other little bit for when the couscous salad is done. We'll sprinkle this on top with additional parsley. We're also going to need some shallots for the couscous salad, but shallots are so ridiculously spicy that I'm only going to use half of it because it's actually not getting cooked. And when a shallot isn't getting cooked, you gotta be super, like, you have to use it sparingly because it will like burn your eyes. It's pretty intense. It's a pretty intense onion. Don't want to use any more shallot in the couscous salad, so I'm just going to roughly chop the rest of this and throw that into the ground beef just so I don't waste it. I also have to half the cherry tomatoes, or grape tomatoes, I think they call them in this recipe. So we gotta cut these bad boys in half. I am in love with cherry tomatoes. I always have them in my fridge. They're like the best snack ever. Or carrots with peanut butter. It's two of my favorite snacks. Aside from like the usual like almonds or, I don't know, you know, like the boring stuff, but like carrots and peanut butter or cherry tomatoes make my whole day. We're gonna need to sprinkle some parsley, or rather mix some parsley into the couscous salad. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna chop all of it and then just decide later what I want to use it for, whether it's ground beef to make it look pretty or make it taste fresh at the very end, or if I just want to use it into the couscous salad, give that a rough chop. Cool, so I think that's it for chopping. We got our couscous there, which actually, to make the couscous, we're gonna need to do the whites of the scallions, half of the shallot, the couscous, and then we need to pour, a cup of boiling water and then cover it with plastic wrap. So that's what we'll do right now. We'll take our kettle. And I feel like a cup is a little bit too, it's not enough. So I'm just gonna do like a cup and then just a splash. We also have to add salt and pepper. So, generous amount of salt. It is sea salt after all. And then some fresh cracked pepper. Get some plastic wrap out. Whoops! Get some plastic wrap out and toss it across the kitchen, obviously. How else would you use it? And just cover it tightly. and let the magic happen. Okay, so I told you guys I was gonna reuse that oil. So we're gonna put a little bit of that oil here. Don't be scared, it's gonna smoke a little bit because I cranked up the heat. It's really important never to be scared when you're in the kitchen because then you make mistakes. Right now, instead of dumping the ground beef in the pot, I am scooping it out because you can see there's juice in there. The sizzle usually scares some people. Don't be scared. Just hold up a napkin. It'll keep your arms safe. You can always clean your stove later. It's no big deal. It's part of the fun, right? So after the initial splatter, you can turn down the heat a little bit if you're still a little scared. We're gonna drop in the other ingredients. When you're adding additional ingredients to a pan, you're gonna significantly drop the temperature of the pan, so you have to bring up the temperature or turn up the heat. Because instead of browning your product, you're going to just make it soggy. So that's the timer for the quinoa, and it doesn't look like it's done to me, so we're just gonna leave it alone for a little while. So temperature is like the #1 factor when it comes down to cooking besides hygiene. Temperature is super important. So if I'm adding like cold bell peppers to the pot or the pan, it's gonna change the temperature. And if I wanna caramelize my proteins and if I wanna coagulate them, then the temperature has to be high. It has to be hot. And right now I'm just steaming because I've overcrowded my pan. So in order to avoid that, we're gonna crank up the heat. So always monitor your heat. Whenever I cook ground beef, I don't like to pulverize it. I don't like to make it, you know, really, really fine. So I don't really beat it up too much. I just kind of break it up into bigger chunks like this and allow it to cook. And I feel like it gives a semblance more of like, I don't know, a bite of steak as opposed to ground meat. This actually smells really good, like super good. Then we're gonna go in with the spice mix that came in here. I'm guessing it has like cumin, chili powder, paprika. Actually, garlic, cumin, chili is all it has. Nice. Nice and basic. And then we'll add additional salt and pepper. How tasty does that look, you guys? Speaking of tasty. Oh man, that's amazing. Okay, the last step actually needs a little salt. The next step is to add the crushed tomatoes. So we're gonna go ahead and plop those in. And remember, temperature. So I just added a cold container of crushed tomatoes. So what's gonna happen to the temperature of the pan? It's gonna significantly drop. It means we gotta crank up the temperature so that you're not shocking your food constantly. You wanna keep the food at the temperature that's required for whatever dish you're making. So if you need like a golden saute or whatever, you wanna make sure the temperature's hot. If you're simmering, you wanna make sure the temperature's low. So keep in mind what temperature you're required and then balance it out depending on the temperature of the ingredients that you add. The last step is to add the quinoa, and you're supposed to drain it. There's not that much liquid in there, and even the liquid that's in there is that flavorful chicken stock. So we're just gonna drop that directly in. And I can see how this was meant to be a filling for peppers because it's so like almost saucy. You know what I'm saying? It's almost saucy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crank up the temperature, just put a loose fitting lid on it so that I can evaporate some of the liquid, concentrate the flavors, but also not cook it for very much longer because I don't want the bell peppers to get any softer. So essentially the only purpose of the lid is to prevent crazy splatter, but we want all of this evaporation to happen so that the sauce thickens and it's not as watery. Okay, now we're gonna finish this couscous salad. We need to fluff the couscous. add our cherry tomatoes. We're gonna drop in some of these green onions, just the top part of the scallions. A little bit of the parsley for freshness. It's quite peppery still, so I'm not gonna add any more pepper. A little bit more salt. And then the recipe also calls for lemon zest. The juice of half a lemon and lemon zest. Oops, I probably shouldn't have cut that yet. Too late. So what I'm gonna do is squeeze the juice of half a lemon in here. That was a juicy lemon. I hope I didn't ruin it. My bad. You guys get familiar with the kitchen, like, oops, that's a lot of lemon. Be very careful. This is very dangerous. I could totally grate my hand right now. So we're taking the zest off of, do you guys see that? The zest off a lemon. Let's go around this one too. I love zest. It just heightens your recipe so much. You're like, wow, what is that? It just makes your recipe so much better. It elevates it, rather, is what I'm trying to say. Now, because we are not eating this couscous salad with the cherry glazed pork chops, what I'm gonna do is something a little bizarre, and it might seem weird to you guys, but trust me, I'm gonna add a tiny drizzle of honey, because right now all we have is acidic components, spicy components. We have the spiciness from the scallions, the spiciness from the shallots, the spiciness from the black pepper. Then we have the tanginess or the tartness from the lemons. So we need that additional component to almost make it an umami salad or combination. So it's going to give you all of the flavors and make the dish feel more rounded. Ordinarily, I would add like a raspberry balsamic. That would just be amazing, but it's gonna change the color of the salad and it won't look as fresh. It'll just look kind of dark and dreary, a little brown, maybe a little black. And some people eat with their eyes. And not to mention that the ground beef that we did over there is already kind of yuck looking because it's a filling, you know? You can't just eat a filling without it being filled into something. So let's see how this tastes now. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Great. Okay, so this is done. Okay, so the couscous salad is done, and then our little concoction over here is done as well. Now, I actually had this like eureka moment once I finished it, because it just reminded me of how versatile cooking is, and it kind of reignited that spark that I feel was missing for a long time with me in the kitchen. So the reason that I went into savory cooking or culinary arts as opposed to pastry is because with savory cooking, it's like an art form. You can express yourself. You can customize and remove, add, subtract, reduce, raise the temperature. And with baking, it's a formula. So I thought to myself, I don't want to do stuffed peppers. I don't like stuffed peppers. So with the stuffed peppers, I like stuffed peppers. I just didn't want to do stuffed peppers. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of, you need a knife and you have to turn on the oven. It's such a hassle. So kind of modified the recipe, reduced the sauce. I made it thicker. And upon tasting it, I had so many ideas like rush through my mind. The seasoning that they give you is amazing. It tastes like taco seasoning. So we could put this into tacos during the week. Or I could put these on buns because it looks like a sloppy Joe filling because of the quinoa. So it's a really cool way to like trick your kids into eating healthier foods. And I think that's the reason that I love Hellofresh so much. Not only does it provide seasonal meals for your family, it gives you guys healthy options, new ingredients. Like I wouldn't go to like Target and be like, oh, I'm gonna make some white quinoa for my boys today because I know they'll throw it in my face, but when these get sent to your house, you're like, how can I make this work for the people that are already in my family? And you get, boom, taco mix. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat some of this right now with my couscous salad, but then I'm also going to save some of it, put some aside, and then I'll make tacos for the boys tomorrow. And they're gonna have no idea what quinoa is. They're gonna have no idea what these yellow things are. I'm just gonna say like they're pasta or whatever. I know you're not supposed to lie to your kids, but listen, they're 2 and 5 and it's very difficult. So yeah, we have taco mix all of a sudden for during the week. Do you see what I'm saying? Like food is such, it's like Play-Doh. You can just be so creative and turn it into a million things. Another thing that I was thinking is I can take some of my King's Hawaiian, some of these rolls, split them in half, and then make like little sliders. They're not gonna know the difference. They're gonna think it's the most awesome, delicious little hamburger they've ever had. Guess I should taste this on camera. I mean, it's really good. It's one of those things that you're like, it looks a little weird, but oh my God, it's so good. And I actually was hesitant to add the crushed tomatoes because crushed tomatoes make everything look soupy and kind of like yuck. They just elevated the recipe so much more. That like sweetness and acidity that the crushed tomatoes add, so good. Anyway, so that's it. If you guys wanted to try out, I should probably not. I'm not even right-handed, you guys, but that's how delicious it is. And I'm all sweaty. Look at that glisten. Wow, these sheet masks are working, huh, you guys? Keep in mind that if you guys are busy and you're like, well, ain't nobody got time to cook, all of these recipes are done in under 30 minutes. I think we all have 30 minutes to like nourish our bodies properly, you guys. Anyway, so if you guys are interested in signing up and getting $30 off your first week of deliveries, I'm going to leave a promo code up here on the screen, along with some valuable information in the description box below. But for now, I think we're gonna plate this. And honestly, there's no amount of praying that I can do that's gonna make this look pretty, but we're gonna try our best. And there we have it. We have the couscous salad, and then the ground beef with bell peppers, onions, the leftover shallots from this salad. I don't know, you guys, it looks kind of pretty, doesn't it? I love to eat with my eyes, and when something is this colorful, it motivates me to eat more, and I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing, but this is absolutely delicious. Like I said, you guys, taco shells, flour tortillas, little sliders, lie to your kids. I encourage it. Listen, if you're getting them to put healthier food into their bodies, I don't care what you have to tell them. You could tell them that it's from Superman's garden. You guys, I can't even tell you how many different names I have for specific foods, as long as it gets inside their bodies. Hey you guys, it is 7:30 the end of this Sunday. This weekend has been a blur. It's basically the end of the weekend. What are you up to, little girl? It's basically the end of the weekend, and I'm actually heading to bed early. I think right after I'm done with this, I'm just gonna head to bed. The boys come back tomorrow, so that's gonna be exciting and wonderful, and I always look forward to seeing them, but I'm not gonna, you know, be able to rest as much as I would like. I promised you guys I would do the unboxing, so here goes. Disclaimer, I told you guys I haven't been feeling well, so if my reaction isn't as like normally as emphatic as it is, it's because I don't feel good. That's like the theme of this vlog. I want to apologize, you guys, for the type of content that is in this vlog. I am 100% authentic, genuine, and true to who I am and my life. And so I, you know, was gonna just not do a vlog. But every time I feel like maybe I don't want to do a vlog, it's usually because I feel like you might not be entertained as you normally are. And the reason is never a just reason, because, you know, life isn't just sunshine and bubbles. It's not marshmallows and butterflies. It's not rainbows and unicorns. As much as it would be great if it was, it's full of ups and downs, you know, and sometimes you have to go through a valley. Other times you're up on a mountain. So right now we're in a valley, and that's okay. So real life, right, you guys? Anyway, so let's get into some of these packages, or rather, there's actually not that many, which is cool, because it won't make this vlog as long as, you know, like, I don't know, 2 hours. You guys were so disappointed with my San Diego vlog because it was only 30 minutes. I was like, well, first of all, I was too busy with my family. And then second of all, I was like, you guys really just want to watch me eat? Because that would be super weird. This one is from Washington. What is in here? What's going on? What's happening? This is from Washington. Oh, Stella and Dot. This is from Amber Dahlberg. She is a Stella Dot consultant, or rather stylist. I love Stella and Dot stuff. I used to buy it all the time. So let's see what we have here. Well, it's not jewelry. Oh, look at that. It's like a jewelry dish. How beautiful is that? Every day I'm sparkling. That's beautiful. I'm actually gonna go put that, should I put it on that side or on that side? I think that side. That one's more plain. We'll put it on that side right now. I love it. Oh, there's a card. Yay! Okay, it says thank you. For what? Thank you. I saw this and thought of you. Stay strong and continue to be you. I will watch your show. I love watching your shows because you tell it how it is. Please enjoy. Amber! Aww. I knew that if I sat down to do this unboxing, I was automatically going to start feeling better. I was feeling so sorry for myself laying here in bed with my poodle. We're watching The Women. You guys know that movie with Meg Ryan about the husband that's having the affair? It's such a good movie, and they like never actually show the man, which is fascinating to me. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh my goodness. This kind of makes me want to like redecorate my entire house. Be bold, be brave, be you. I don't think I've ever been like brave enough or like audacious enough to like decorate my house with like black, white, and gold. Like to me, it's like, oh, I'm way too vanilla for that. Like it makes me nervous. Like I'm not that cool. This is so pretty. Wow, thank you. Look how beautiful these are. I actually think I'm gonna I might even put both of them over there and then use one for like my glasses. My God, you guys, I have like 10 pairs of glasses and they're literally everywhere. Are they where they're supposed to be? Never. So if you guys want to shop from Amber and her Stella and Dot shop, I will leave her information in the description box below. So thank you, Amber, for that. I'm going to keep it with your card. Then we have 2 packages from Amazon. So I wonder who they are from. Oh, this is a shirt and it's gray. Oh, and it has a panda. Oh, look at this. Life is better with a panda, and he's chubby and has a big head. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Is there a paper or anything in here? There's nothing in here. Who is this from? Aww. I have no idea who this is from. It's from Amazon. Well, that makes me sad, but it made me so happy. Oh, that is so cute. Look how pretty that is. And it's that beautiful, like, dusty gray that I love. Oh, thank you, whoever sent that to me. You guys know me so well. This is another one from Amazon. So let's see what's in here. Okay, there's a little paper in here. It says, me haces llorar, me haces reír, adoro los sábados. By the way, life is better with a panda shirt is also from me. Okay, cool. The life is better with a panda shirt is also from me. Enjoy, nunca dejes de sonreír. You are my spirit animal and my BFF in my head. Love you, Franzua. So, Wonder Fran. Fran, where are you from, Fran? She said, you make me cry, you make me laugh. I love my Saturdays. How sweet is that? So, Fran sent me the shirt. Thank goodness. Otherwise, I was going to be like, man, I don't know who to thank for that shirt. It's beautiful. So, what is this? Ceramic? It's a ceramic. Oh. You want to see? Oh my God. You want to see? It's so cute. Mira. Look at it. Can you see that? He's looking up at me and it's the color of everything in my room. You know what this is perfect for? This is for, or rather, not this is for, this is perfect for a damp beauty blender because the panda is chubby enough where the damp beauty blender isn't gonna fall down to the bottom of the mug and get stinky or moldy. It's gonna sit on top while it's damp and dry because the air is gonna circulate around it. I'm gonna go put this in my studio where I get ready, and he can be my beauty blender holder. Look at you guys. Is this a Fran? Oh, Fran, you made my day. Oh, I'm over here like, I don't feel good. Oh, that's amazing. You guys are so sweet. Every week is like Christmas with you guys. Man, this is amazing. I'm gonna save this little card over here. Okay, then we have this envelope from Tucson, Arizona. Let's see what we have here. Oh, look at that. It's the Pretty Animals Panda Sheet Mask. I love this. It's so cute. And then an eye mask, like an actual eye mask, like for sleeping. So let's see what the card says. Who is this from? This is from Aurea Galvan. Hola Dani, cuando vi eso pensé en ti, no es mucho pero con mucho cariño. Ah, Aurea, qué tierna, muchas gracias. I love when you guys think about me. I think it's, I'm still like incredulous when you guys are out, like living your life, like your own independent life, taking your kids to school or whatever you're doing. Like you're out living your life, you've never met me, and you think about me like at a store. It's so, I can't believe it. Like I can't explain how it feels wonderful. You know, it feels really amazing. But it's just such a, I don't know, unique feeling because, I mean, I think about you guys, but I can't put like a face or a name to you guys. I just know like, oh, my pandas would like that, or oh, I totally need to talk about that and get ready with me. Like you're constantly in my thoughts, you know? Okay, and then the last box is from Illinois, from a T. Parker. So we have a little envelope on top. Let's see what this says. Dear Coffee Break with Dani, my name is Tracy and I just wanted to send you this really cute coffee mug because it reminds me of you. See what I just told you guys? Like it's that phrase, like it reminded me of you. I'm like, what? Me? I'm just a random stranger on the internet. I know you probably have so much panda stuff from your subscribers, but I saw it at Urban Outfitters and immediately thought of you. I'm the type of person that if I see it, I get it. So why not, right? Why not, right? We need to put that on a shirt. Oh my goodness, look at the tissue paper. When you guys, I don't know if it's intentional or if it's totally coincidence, but when you guys coordinate like stuff, like this mug that's this color, when you guys think about that, or maybe it's a coincidence, like it's extra exciting. Oh, look at this. I actually don't have this mug. It's a color changing mug. I don't have a color. I've never had a color changing mug. Let's get into this. So it's a panda and he changes color. I wonder how that works. We're gonna have to use it in a vlog so we can like experiment with it together. Look at that. That is fascinating. How do you hold it like this? I feel like kind of Naka right now. So it's a black mug, and when it's hot, it's actually pretty thick, so it's gonna keep my coffee hot, which I can't even remember the last time I had hot coffee. And so when you put hot beverages in here, it turns white. So that's what it would look like once you put a hot, I wonder if, okay, that didn't work. Okay, but you know what? I should get extra credit for the effort and the idea, because that might have worked. Thank you so much, Tracy. I love the mug. So Tracy has a small beauty and lifestyle Facebook. It's called Lipstick and Lemons. So I'll leave her information down in the description box below. Very sweet handwritten letter. I appreciate it so much. I can't wait to experiment with the mug and see how it changes colors. Then we have two letters, one from Megan Bauer in Colorado. Megan, I loved your letter. Look at the stickers. It's a little coffee mug, and then there's another little mug down here. It's super sweet. I wanted to thank you so much for taking the time to write me a letter, and I I feel for you. I know how awful it is to feel lonely sometimes, but if I'm 100% honest with you, I didn't stop feeling lonely until I decided that I was ready to. You know, I had this such a horrible mentality and idea, like, oh, I'm in Dallas, I'm all by myself, I can't make friends, it sucks, wah, wah, wah. And it wasn't until after I got divorced that I realized I'm actually lonely. Like, I'm actually completely alone, and nothing is gonna change until I do something for myself. That I saw some changes. So, you know, being a new college student, I still remember, like, I didn't move away for college. I drove to college every day, and I still thought it was a pretty scary phase of my life because nothing is known. Nothing is known, like what your major is, what you're going to do next, if there's going to be enough room in the next class that you need to take, or, you know, and there's enough sections, or if, you know, it's such a confusing time. So be kind to yourself and be patient. Understand that you're on your own timeline, you're on your own pace, and don't let society or your family or your friends dictate or make you feel pressure of any kind. I feel like we all have our own little screenplay, like our own story that's gonna happen, and it's gonna work out the way it needs to work. So you stay strong, stay positive, never stop working hard, never stop working towards what you want. You know, don't get lazy, don't get comfortable in life. Continue to aspire, continue to inspire, continue to allow yourself to be inspired, you know, and never get too comfortable or too scared that it cripples you from your next step. If you fall and you stumble and you make a mistake, it's fine, you know, fix it, get back up. It's part of life. I'm 32 and I still make mistakes every day. So thank you for allowing me to keep you company in such an important and amazing and exciting time in your life. And thanks for taking the time to send me a letter. The next one is from Jamie, and actually this is the last one. And she put donuts and Hello Kitty, two of my favorite things. I feel like you guys know me so well. Sometimes I wonder, do I overshare? Because you guys know me really well. Like, I could date you guys instead of like Bumble dates that stand me up. Oh my gosh. Okay, Jamie, let's see what we got going on here. Jamie, we all have those friends that we love them, we care about them, and we love having them in our lives, but they're not into makeup. She was telling me that she goes to Purdue University in Indiana and she watches my channel, but you know, her friends aren't really into makeup and stuff, so she's kind of like, we're kind of friends. I'm her makeup friend, even though I'm like as old as her mother. No, just kidding. But she says that she enjoys my videos and she loves the message of positivity and kindness and my clothing hauls from Target. She's basically sending me a thank you card to thank me for, you know, spreading positivity, and that she enjoys my videos. And so I want to take a minute to thank you, Jamie, for taking the time to thank me. That's amazing. You know, I get up and I do work, and I do it because I love to do it, not because I feel obligated to do it. I do it because I enjoy it, and I do it because I think about you guys and the difference that you've made in my life, and how dreary and dark my life would be if I hadn't channeled all my loneliness and sadness and confusion into something like YouTube. So YouTube has allowed me to not only provide for my family, but also find my pretty. You know, and every day it helps me find my pretty. And even on a weekend like today where, you know, I am basically scared and don't feel very well, and basically scared. In a nutshell, I'm just terrified. Somehow YouTube makes my days brighter, and it's not because of a video platform, it's because of you. You know, it's because people care about me. Strangers that have never met me are invested in this and us and you know, these videos and the community that we've created. I can't tell you guys how happy it makes me to read the comments that you guys leave and communicate with each other. You know, there was a thread in a video not too long ago of a recovering addict, and so many of you reached out with your hearts in your palms and said, you know, that's amazing, congratulations, you know, good work, I'm so proud of you, you know, and that's all that matters, is the community that we've created where, you know, it's a bond, it's kindness, it's love, it's pure, and if it's not going to be anything other than positive and empowering, it has no business anywhere in this little community. So thank you guys for taking the time to just, even on weekends like this one, of just making my day even that much brighter. So that's gonna be it for this vlog. I will be vlogging next week, so look out for that. All the information for Hellofresh, all of the products that I hauled from Dermstore, Amber, Stella, and Dot, information, all that stuff will be listed and linked in the description box below. Even this fabulous oversized hoodie dress thing that I'm wearing. Ugh. This was such a fail, you guys. Let me show you guys a picture of how much of a fail it is, and you're gonna laugh. And I think that's gonna be it for this vlog. We don't need a closing monologue. This is comedy enough. Anyway, you guys know what to do. If you found this video useful, entertaining, or learned something, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, this coffee break is over. Bye, guys.